Across 3 generations, beginning in 1961, the story of the Jaguar E-Type passed from reality to legend and then to myth. Tales of endurance, courage and tenacity spun through the channels of adoring fans throughout the decades, but with one truth at its core: the Jaguar E-Type was here to stay. The chosen car of royalty, film stars, rock stars, and the chosen few, but it was idolized by many. And it all began with this car, the Series 1. The Series 1 is perhaps the most iconic of all the 3 Jaguar E-Types, with its long, sleek and flowing bodywork and its advanced engineering. It certainly stood out at its debut at the Geneva Motor Show in March of 1961. But the story of the legendary Series 1 didn't start there. It started almost 10 years earlier. In the 1950s, a Jaguar dominated the endurance racing world, with numerous wins at the fabled 24 Hours of Le Mans and dozens of speed records at the legendary Jaguar trials in Belgium. The Series 1 entered production later that same year in 1961 to worldwide success, thanks to some of its more famous owners. Powered by the tried and true Jaguar straight-six engine, originally with a 3.8 litre and then later in the car's production changed to a 4.2 litre unit. Out of the 33,000 cars, some of the who's who were only symbols of the swinging 60s and feature in popular culture throughout the decade. Due to the overseas success of the E-Type, the Jaguar team began work on developing the car for a wider market, especially the blossoming American sports car market, where the E-Type had become somewhat of an icon on the road and on the track. This point in the car's history would also see the birth of the next generation E-Type. The changes and lessons learned from the 7 years of production from the Series 1 would go to make more improvements to the next generation of E-Type, the Series 2. In October 1968, Jaguar announced the next generation of E-Type to wide acclaim. The Series 2, as it was known, was made to attract buyers from the American market, to sway them away from domestic sports cars and help the Jaguar sales. Because of this, the styling of the Series 2 was notably different to the previous generation, due to the regulations set by the American National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration. The cars would see their enclosed headlights removed and a complete redesign of the front and rear bumpers, a key design area of the Series 1. Inside, the Series 2 was also updated, gone were the elegant metal toggles for the switchgear to be replaced by plastic rocker switches. This went along with the NHTSA regulations of the collapsible steering column, meaning the signature dashboard ignition had to be changed to a steering column mounted system. Also, the Series 2 seats were fitted with headrests as per the government mandate in the US. The Series 2 was more of an evolution from the Series 1. It still had the same graceful and sleek body lines, but it also had some slight changes to make this car now a global success. The revolution of the E-Type story began in 1971 with the most advanced and final iteration of the E-Type, the Series 3. The third series of E-Type would break cover in March of 1971 with its radically uprated engine, its new body styling and its change in attitude. Gone were the simple and elegant lines from the car a decade ago. The new Series 3 was made with more masculine and muscular properties. Just like the Series 2 was, it was made for the American market. This Series 3 would be wider and faster than any of the other cars, with its introduction of its 5.3-litre V12 engine. This V12 powerhouse could take the car from standstill to 62 miles per hour in just 7 seconds. In 1971! The Jaguar E-Type Series 3 would be the final generation of this sports car. In 1975, E-Type production would come to an end, closing 14 years of sports car history. The Jaguar E-Type is still one of the most sensational and sought-after classic cars to this day. Its characteristics and personality have passed into folklore and legend to cement its place in the history books of the automobile, as a high-water mark in style, engineering and story.